Boys. Welcome to Scott Boys. Another episode of Smite Talk. This is episode 5. My name's Chris. I'll be your host today, and I am interviewing the one and only Jackie Kins. How are you?
I'm good, thanks, Chris. How are we today?
I'm very good, thank you. How
Yeah.
are you?
It's not been, I'm not been too bad. It's a bit stressful at work lately, and I took a week
I
off.
understand that.
Took a week off, just playing PlayStation in general. Just took a break. Got my head back into things. Ready to go again.
I think I've also taken not a week, but less than a week off playing on my 3DS. Just
Yeah.
taking a break, lying down, having a small handheld screen while you're just lying down chilling.
Yeah. So yeah. I like that because the fact of the matter is, when you're playing PlayStation. You could take a break from Smite, but if you're playing PlayStation, for me, I kind of force myself to play Smite whilst I'm on PlayStation. Me forcing myself off of PlayStation for a week, I didn't touch Smite for a week. I just didn't want to touch it. Just because of the fact I just wanted the break.
Well, I'm sorry, Jack, but your break is over because now we are talking about your Smite career.
Yes. Yes, we are.
So, Jack, your first question.
Ooh.
How did you find this game?
Oh, well, now we're gonna have to take a trip down memory lane here. I'm the oldest player on this talk show ever.
So this was about 5-6 years ago, probably a
Yeah,
bit more.
yeah,
Right?
about that, yeah, about that. Yeah, I found it through a YouTuber called well, he's no longer a YouTuber anymore. He stopped doing it, which is sad days. He stopped YouTubing over a year ago now. Trendkill V01. Yeah, I basically found the game through him. My man he wasn't great at the game, but he was funny as fuck, and he kind of sparked my interest, and I kept watching him play it for a while with his friend SNK, who now works for High Res.
So he basically got you into that kind of game aspect.
Yeah, because I'd never played MOBAs before Smite. I've never played League, I've never played Dota, I've never played any of that before. And I never will. I never will, because it just doesn't interest me. It's like Smite interested me when I watched it.
But then Smite is a different kind of
Yeah,
MOBA than League and Dota. Dota is more not grindy. Smite, they're all grindy games, but Smite is you need more strategy of when you do it. When Dota is you just grind wherever the fuck you can, yeah?
pretty much.
And League is just less skillful than COD.
League of Legos. Right. But yeah, so I found it through them. Those two people in particular, and yeah, kind of I found it. That's how I found it 5 years ago. I played it in the closed beta, took a break, then stopped playing it for a bit. I can't remember how long I took a break for, but it was leading up.
Did you ever get in a game with them when you first started?
Yes, I have played with Trendkill before. I've never played with SNK though, sadly. Even though I'm from Europe and they're from North America, ping was fucking atrocious, and my laptop wasn't very good at running the game, so as you can tell, the game was already a piece of shite, but I still loved it. I loved every second of it, because for me it wasn't the game, it was the experience of playing with someone who I basically idolized myself. I was 12, so I idolized this guy. But
Not
yeah,
bad.
that's how I found the game. It's, 5 years ago,
So,
God.
So, obviously, 5 years ago you started playing the game.
Yeah.
When did you start thinking about going competitive?
2014, so 3 years ago. Just
Give me a
before
little.
I came back.
Yeah.
Just before the game launched in 2014. So, and I didn't even know there was a fucking competitive scene. I came in, I'm looking on Twitch one day, I see Smite, I'm like, oh, maybe Trendkill's streaming. We don't know. I'm gonna have a look. Smite game's on. This is the former High Res Twitch channel. This is what they used to stream all their games on, like the pro games. And I saw a pro games, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna have a watch of that. And it's the launch tournament.
Oh.
And you know,
I'm guessing that putting a spark, thinking I want to be there one day.
well, no, it wasn't even the game that did it. Just watching a game like that, to community team. It wasn't that that did it. It was the fact they were playing on stage in front of a crowd. They had casters. There was hype. Like, there was money involved. Obviously, because this is a business after all. Like I always say, this is a business. You got to be business minded about it.
You
But
do always say it's a business.
but it is one thing that drove me over the edge to want to be competitive. The first game that I ended up watching was Team Solar Mid versus Team Dignitas, and Game Hunter gets a pentakill. The first ever
Ooh.
competitive
Now that sounds
pentakill.
like a really good game to have watched for your first ever Pro League game.
No, it was just hype. I think I'm pretty sure I've played the clip to you before of I've shown you it before of just how hype it was. Like, it was unbelievable.
There was a lot of screaming involved on that game. Like just listening to the announcers screaming the pentakill.
And
Oh.
obviously I'm going to skip a bit here, but obviously when because I've played the game for so long, my interest in the competitive scene dwindles from time to time. Like my interest to actually be good. But the world season, like, you know, the big LAN seasons where everything's on the line, that's when my interest starts to come back.
Okay.
But so yeah, so that's where that's when I finally first got interested into the competitive scene. So I come back, launch tournaments happened. First thing I do is jump into ranked. You know, start trying to grind my way to the top, get myself
A
noticed.
normal like competitive rank to try and like get to like grandmasters. So that's
Well, it wasn't
something-
Grandmasters at the time. It was just called Masters at the time back then.
Oh, ooh, that's something I actually didn't know. So try to get to masters.
Yeah.
Like, just so any team can like try and pick you up.
Yeah, I just wanted to get noticed. And back then I was playing ADC as well on PC. So, you know, I wanted to just get noticed. And this was about the time where Rama and Apollo were the top two hunters, and as everyone knows, Apollo's my favorite hunter, and at the time was my best hunter. And surprisingly enough, I couldn't hit Rama snipes on PC. But I can hit them on console.
That is.
But I can hit them on
definitely
console.
surprising.
I know it makes no sense. It should be the opposite, but I can't hit them on PC, but I can hit them on console. But yeah, so like the meta really suited me for a long time, just because Apollo was fucking broken as shite. And yeah, I got picked up onto a Challenger Cup team. We weren't the best, you know. It was just fun to play, you know, be good. And for anyone who doesn't know, I don't know if you know this, Chris. Challenger Cup was the league below the Pro League. You played weekly tournaments every week, you know, like
Okay.
and you try to get to the final, and it's like a point-based system. So the winner would get 100 points, second place would get 75, you know, or 50. Third would get 40, third would get 30, and then, you know, all the rest to eighth would get 20, and the rest would get 10.
Okay. Now,
Furthest we got
one
was
thing before we
semi-finals.
carry on.
Yeah.
What was the team's name? I don't think you said it.
No, it was just called Legacy.
Okay.
I wasn't the team captain. You know, back then I had communication issues. Which is, I know it's like for people who have played on a team with me when I'm shot calling, it's very odd for them to hear that I've had communication issues in the past because I don't shut the fuck up. And the fact that I'm YouTubing and I run talk shows, and you know, yeah, I'll admit I'm good at talking. That is my best trait for me. I'm very good at talking, but you know, when it's just on my first team, I had communication issues.
Understandable. Most people usually do have like communication issues at the start of something like new.
So I was playing with them to the end of season 1. I played with them to the end of season 1, and then we disbanded when obviously we didn't get into the relegations, you know, for the go in the Pro League, go to Worlds, so we didn't get the Titan story. Back in season 1, there's a team called Titan. Well, they were called Aquila. Oh, sorry. What were they called? Aquarius? Something like that? I can't remember what they're called. They were called in the Challenger Cup. So they stomped everyone every week in the Challenger Cup. They absolutely wiped the floor with the rest of us.
Okay.
So
was that the only reason why your team disbanded?
No. Well, I'll explain this. They wiped the floor with us. Everyone. Every single team. They won every week in the Challenger Cup. So they got into the relegations.
Ah.
They got into relegations, and they got through relegations, which took them to LAN for the qualifications to the World Championships. and then they
Yeah.
won that, and then they ended up coming second at Worlds. An amateur team came second at Worlds.
Damn.
And we didn't get that, and we didn't think we would ever get that while playing together, so we just decided, you know what, that's it, we're done. We're done. We're not playing together anymore. And the rest of them went off and found different Challenger Cup teams, and I didn't. I didn't look for a new Challenger Cup team. I kind of like went, I need to work on myself, I need to work on getting better, I need to work on my communication before I even try this again. So I took a break from the competitive scene for about half a year. And
Do you
then
still talk to any of them now?
no, I don't talk to any of them now.
Ah, okay.
Um, I found out about Xbox, and I was like, that sounds like something I'd be interested in. So I jumped to Xbox, with all the people who were on my skill level. Your Air Cougars, your
Yeah.
Dazers, your Michaels, them lot. I jumped ship to Xbox. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be a PC dropout. Fuck this shit. So I kind of went there, and I kind of brought Dazer and Michael over from Battlefield, introduced them to the game because they played it on PC, but they weren't really into it on PC. When it came to Xbox, and I tried to get them to play it again, they fucking loved it.
I, I'm guessing like they were more of a like console game
Yeah, they're
fanboys than PC.
yeah. Like I said, so obviously we went and formed a team. So the team then was me in the mid lane, Dazer in the jungle, Michael in the solo lane, Scott in ADC, and a guy called Robert in Poke Coyote in support. We were good.
Yeah.
We were very good. We were actually amazing, in my opinion. And we played really well online. We wiped the floor with everyone in scrims. Then we choked at LAN. It's kind of what happens. Team chokes at LAN.
Was it like? Would you say it was like a single person who choked, or like the whole team?
Um, I would probably say it was the duo lane. And this is not throwing shade at them. They've admitted that this themselves. It was the duo lane that choked. Me, Dazer, and Michael, we've been through this before with, cards and Battlefield. We've been through LANs.
Yeah,
We knew what it was going to be like.
that COD team.
But, Scott and Robert, this was their first ever LAN, and they kind of choked on the big stage.
Like
So,
most people would do because it would probably be like one of their first times
yeah,
on
man, we
an
were.
actual big stage with a load of people watching.
The worst thing about it though is the fact that Chris is, we were still, even though they choked, we were still one game off Worlds.
Which just proves that your team was a really good team.
Yeah, and that's kind of what stung more. The fact of the matter is, if we could have just got their nerves, if we could have just got their nerves together, like me, Dazer, and Michael have all blamed ourselves as well for not, trying to get them together a bit. We kind of just left them to try and get over it themselves, because that's how we got over our nerves. We just did it ourselves, so we thought that's how it'd work. Maybe looking back, maybe we should have done that, and we would have went to
Well,
Worlds,
like
but can't change it.
fought your own fear kind of thing.
Yeah, can't change it now. Yeah, didn't go to Worlds,
No,
so
that's something you can't change. But then also the point that usually fighting your fear is usually the best bet. But then for some people, there is also that thought that they probably can't do it themselves. They need at least some support from others.
and
So it's probably depending on who the person is and
and
how they've been brought
yeah,
up.
at this stage in our Smite team, me and Michael, just before the LAN, me and Michael had swapped roles. So I'd gone to solo and he'd gone to mid. That's where he is now. He stayed there. Yeah.
Okay.
Like the thing about me, Dazer, and Michael, we've all at one point been considered the best player in the world. We just have. My small stint of being the best player on Xbox was when Sun Wukong and Mystical Mayo was OP in solo lane.
Oh, when that was a thing.
Fucking back in the day. Days' stint was at the start of season 3. Michael's stint was just fucking basically all of season 3. Yeah. So
When Michael get good, he get good.
after that, I kind of just I kind of jumped ship to PS4 season 3. Kind of jumped ship to play with my Chrissykins.
Yay!
We were just playing. I just introduced you to the game, man. The Kali Poseidon, low noob casual duo lane was OP as fuck.
Don't forget, like, when I started bringing out some of the Scylla and all of that kind of stuff. It wasn't always just Poseidon.
But then we found the OP comp of Medusa Ao Kwang.
Ooh, that actually did do a lot of damage, I won't lie. But you still basically got just about all of the kills, making me the assister.
Yeah, the assist player. The support, basically, in the mid lane.
Or in the ADC lane, or the jungle lane.
Yeah, but... So, I kind of jumped ship, a bit. I kind of, like, abandoned my brothers in arms. Just kind of went, fuck you guys, I'm off. Laters. I'm done. I'm gonna go play PS4. I'm gonna go be the best player on the console. I'm sadly mistaken. I was far fucking from it. I kind of like got a wake up call there. Like, I'm not as good as I think I am. Like, I was kind of very cocky then. I kind of thought I was better than I was. I thought everyone on this console was fucking beneath me. I'm better than all of you. I almost got to Worlds. I've played competitively on both platforms before this. I don't fucking need any of you. Well, that gave me a...
You only get 2 pentakills.
But yeah, no, and I got 2 pentacles, and it kind of fed my ego. Like, it kind of made me go, yeah, I am the fucking best. Sit the fuck down. Then, obviously, he kind of got a wake-up call about it. Like, well, I didn't get a wake-up call about it straight away. On our first team, Chris, I was still thinking that. I'll admit, I still thought that when me, you, Alan, and Aaron were making the team. I thought I was the best player.
Back in the day when we constantly had Thor support.
No, I thought I could have that kind of shit because I just went, I'm the best. I'm just gonna carry. That was my That's what kind of like what I thought. That's like my thought process at the time. I'm just the best.
Be honest though, like that is how you thought, but then you also were thinking with me as Poseidon or Medusa constantly giving you the assists, kind of brought your ego a bit more.
No, it wasn't even that. I already had it. You giving me loads of kills didn't feed the ego. Like what it did, it just reinforced the ego. It didn't feed it, it reinforced it. It made sure that it never went away. It made sure it never went away. Because I was going, 20-1, 20-0, and now Ao Kwang, your Kali, your Nemesis, gods that shouldn't be fucking killing everyone early game. I was doing that.
But that's, like, I will admit, back in that day, though, you also have to agree, I wasn't an aggressive player.
No.
So I would always, like, get them to, like, 1 HP, and go, here you go, Jack, here's a kill for you.
No, but, so we had that team, and obviously, shit happens. Me, Aaron, and Alan were all going into our exams. So, shit happens.
Bam! You're all like, you're done!
Yeah, so, and at that time we also picked up Brandon.
Oh.
Who should have been going into his exams, but fuck Scottish, like, education system. I don't know what the fuck happens with it.
They're like a year behind, aren't they?
I don't know, they have 1 less year of school than us. They go into high school 1 year after us, but they finish high school the same time as us.
Yeah.
It makes no sense, so I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna leave education systems behind. We're not gonna talk about it. But so we went into our exams. Me and Aaron took a different approach than Alan did. Alan was like, I'm not playing PlayStation at all until after exams. Me and Aaron were like, we're gonna play PlayStation and not revise.
you guys thought that.
And me and Aaron did better on our exams than Alan did.
That you two prioritized trying to get to World, and Alan prioritized trying to get a decent grade.
Yeah, but Alan ended up getting worse than both me and Aaron, so banner.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Alan kind of just like we kind of had to put him. We had to bench him. You know, just kind of had to. It's what you have to do. It wasn't pleasant. You know,
The problem is when, like, if I remember rightly, we benched him. Yeah,
yeah.
we never did kick him from the team after that. So
No, I did.
technically,
No, I did.
he is
No,
still
he
a
left.
slut.
No, he left.
Really?
He left.
Really? Because I'd never
Let me
noticed him
get to
leave. I just
the
thought he was
story.
benched.
Let me get to the story because I've told you that he left, but you've forgotten. So let me get to that part of the story when I get to it. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So obviously Jack has a better memory than Chris and Brandon do. So Jack's gonna probably tell closer to what actually happened to the whole Slurp Nation before Luke and Yana showed up.
And
Uh,
Eddie.
no, this is even when Eddie showed up.
Oh.
Because a lot I noticed from Brandon yours story, a lot of it is like close, but it's a bit off still.
There's slight parts that I will admit I probably wanted to forget that I've forgotten them. Or there's parts that are too good to like not like show off and I forget anyway. Uh,
So yeah, so we benched Alan and picked up a guy called Lloyd. Fuck me, he was shit. He was terrible. Like I would have rather went back to Alan and thought support. Jesus Christ, this guy made me want to have a little slice and dice.
the worst
Not
thing is, I think Lloyd thought he was more of the ADC carry than the support.
No, yeah, because not only was he terrible at the game, not only did he have zero game knowledge, not only did he not listen to the shot calls, and not only did he think he was better than he was and he was something special, he was God's gift to the planet like I did, except I was good at the game, he was very hard to, get along with. You either got along with him like Brandon and you did, or you fucking hated his guts like me and Aaron did.
Pretty much.
And it was very hard to get along with him, in my opinion. He was very like hands off. He didn't want to talk. He mumbles a lot, and because of he's got a Welsh accent, you can't understand the fucking word he says. Kind of a bit hands off there. Get a bit of dust off my chest there. Just shave a layer, shave a layer off. I'll never.
You didn't say it back then, so you have to say it now.
Going down, is it? You said Alan was your least favorite teammate just because he was bad. Lloyd is the worst support I've ever had been on a team with. I said it. There you go.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember who was it that you thought I was actually gonna say for that answer?
Luke it.
Oh.
Um.
Well, anyway, carry on.
So yeah, so we had Lloyd. God forbid. I don't know why. Like up until this point, there was no team politics at all. There was no undermining the other person. There was no trying to get other people kicked off the team, getting Jack to kick people off the team for you. No, not until you and Brandon had your first little spat being on the team. You and Brandon had that first argument in one training session, and the next day I get a text message saying Chris has left the team from Brandon. He wants nothing to do with us. And then when I go in the chat to ask you what's happened, I see you left the chat. So obviously you've left the team.
And then a few days later, you found out that I got told by Brandon that I got kicked.
No. So I went. Give me a second. So I went and put Lloyd mid. Fuck knows why I did that. And we got a new support called Matt Damon, and he was actually good. We got Matt Damon.
What's his actual name? Matt Damon?
No, his name was Matt. We just called him Matt. Brandon called him Matt Damon, and it stuck.
Okay. Because I've always wanted to ask that. I'd never had the chance to.
So we got Matt Damon on the team, and he was good. Yeah, shit was like, shit was good at the support. I kind of lost my mind in mid a bit. I just hated my life. And then I found out you came to me and went, "You're an idiot." You went, "Jack, why did you kick me off the team? And I go, Chris, you're a fucking idiot if you listen to Brandon instead of coming to ask me on if I've kicked you off my team.
Uh, yeah,
So
at the point, I just took everything seriously. I probably still do. If someone had told me something from someone else, I probably would believe it, depending on who it is now. If it's about you, I probably wouldn't believe anything someone else said until I asked you now. From a massive amount of experience, especially like the first time we met, back on
yeah.
those like
Oh
MW2
yes.
Pokemon days.
Oh yes. Them days. The days of the phone in the bed and the hand.
More of the bed than anything.
Oh, no gameplay, just the bed.
That was a good bed play though.
Yeah, that's some good bed play. That was some pretty good sheets he had. You know, a nice quill. You know, nice little pattern he had going on it. Yeah. The hand, it had a nice little bit of text. You could see the roughness of the skin.
There was always something different on the back of it.
All right, so right, we'll move on. What part did I get to? So Lloyd's in mid, and you turned out you admitted you were an idiot. Well, I called you a fucking idiot.
And I even admitted I was an idiot.
Yes. I was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm bringing you back because Lloyd's giving me fucking heart attacks and panic attacks, and I just want to fucking quit Smite right now because this guy is just bad. So yeah, don't get me wrong. I get along with Lloyd now, but I'm not afraid to call someone bad. That's just me.
But just out of curiosity, didn't Matt Damon like leave before I got back?
No. In the process, we were bringing you back. We got you into sub, and then we were going to bring you back a week later. In the process of bringing you back, Matt Damon left. And I was like, let me think. Chris is definitely coming back, but do I really want to keep Lloyd? Because, we've got another player incoming. This is where Eddie comes into the story. Do I really want to keep Lloyd?
To start playing Smite.
Do we really want to? Do we want to keep Lloyd? Nah, fuck that. I kick Lloyd. Lloyd's off in a bit. Son. Off you go. Chris comes back. Chris is now playing in the mid lane again. Jack's not playing in the jungle anymore. Jack's playing support. I'm sorry, what? Jack's playing support? Hello? Lag?
Lag? Like, massive lag right there.
Jack's playing support. So who's playing jungle? Eddie's playing jungle. Wait, what? Eddie's playing jungle? Excuse me, what? You putting the noob in the jungle? What?
And who's solo?
Aaron's still solo. Aaron and you and Brandon stayed in the same roles, basically.
You just haven't mentioned Aaron in quite a long time, so I had to ask.
Yeah, Aaron just sat in solo lane for a very long time. I'm just gonna put it
Very
there.
long time.
Aaron sat in solo lane for a very long time. Obviously, once he came out of it, he went back there once for like a week, but he sat there for a very long time. So I went support for a bit, because Eddie didn't want to play. Eddie was wanting to play like a damage dealing god, like he wanted to play like a carry sort of role, and I wanted to give him a try because I'm a nice guy. And Eddie-san, he's the one. He's probably the best. Like, no offense, but he's probably the best apprentice I've had at the game, apart from Dean. Dean would be the best apprentice, then Eddie.
Yeah.
Just because, currently, where they are now, I say Dean's slightly better than Eddie.
But then at that time, yeah, I think Eddie was more of my apprentice than yours at that point. Just at that point.
Yeah. So Eddie was in the jungle and I was in support. Yeah, we didn't do very well because Jack wasn't winning us games.
Yeah, that was probably the one thing, because Brandon, at that point, I think Brandon couldn't get us, any kills unless someone had helped him, two people had helped him, and Eddie was probably always off in solo or your lane, duo lane to help out, or even my lane to try and help out, and we were dying. And Aaron was also struggling at that point.
The thing is, at this point, right? Yeah, Jack was playing support, yet he was still top gold, least amount of deaths, and even sometimes with the most kills. Like logic, top gold,
Support lag? Support lag?
highest level on the team as well. Like what the fuck?
And you were playing with a load of noobs.
No, but I was still playing support, and I was playing it well. I was like leaving people to get solo farm. I was letting people get last hits. I was, I was putting myself on the line for all of you, but you still all just fucking died. Like because you
Oh,
all just
those
like, you know
days.
what, well, you and Brandon especially are guilty of this. You know what? Even though we're range characters, let's run at fucking point blank range. Let's try to hit them at point
Oh,
blank.
nah, they were funny days when Brandon used to run straight into a Carly's line of sight and into her blades. Oh, they were actually funny days. And
Um,
then when you hear an Alcon go vanished, everyone's like, fucking run!
yeah. But so I played support for like what 3 weeks. Then yeah, no, I went back to jungle and Eddie went into the support role. Um, yeah, we kind of got the groove back, but it just wasn't the same. I wasn't having fun. It was kind of the same problem with why I kind of moved to support. I wanted something new. I wasn't having fun in the jungle anymore. Um,
Like, you
and
enjoyed playing alongside with me, but you just didn't have fun playing the gods, because you played them constantly.
and you and Brandon came to me one day and went, Jack, we think you should go solo, like where you play competitively on Xbox, where you're at your peak. And I was like, okay, but who's going jungle? And they were like, Aaron. Give Aaron a go. You two were like, give Aaron a go. And I was like, okay. We'll give it a try. Didn't go well the first time round, so we were ready to go back to the old roles, and I was just gonna suck it up. I was just gonna, do it for the team. Coming into next training session, Aaron goes, give me one more try at this.
After, like, training and solo, probably, like, nearly every day on Xbox.
He's like, no, he didn't. He's like, give me one more try at this, because he'd been practicing his jungle. And he did good. And I did good solo lane. And you did good in mid. And Brandon did average in ADC. I'm joking. Brandon did good. And Eddie did really good. Eddie was improving every day. We were kicking
Any
ass.
support at the time were, like, was getting, like, gradually better, like,
Yeah.
scarily better.
Like,
Every
no,
training session we
and
had.
and Eddie's like, our team fights got better as well because of the fact that Eddie had someone with my experience frontlining with him. I was there to help him out.
But then I will admit, wasn't this the time like where Eddie would sometimes like go and help you and Aaron out?
Yeah,
instead of me and Brandon?
obviously that would happen, but his like support mental, like of like just to support play itself of team fighting got better with experience frontlining with him.
Yeah, no, that was understandable, I understand that completely. We were winning more team fights when he was going with you guys. But it was more of the fact that...
No, I'm not saying going with us guys, because I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking about having your two frontliners being, one of them being new to the game and trying to learn, and the other one being a veteran teaching him how to play. Like the
yes,
front
that
line,
improved someone pretty
I balanced his inexperience out. Aaron couldn't do that. So Eddie was
because
able to improve quicker.
Aaron also had inexperience in solo.
No, he
on
didn't have any
PS4.
experience, but he just, he hadn't played the game as long as me. Aaron's played the game since 2014, so he's played the game. It'd be 3 years now.
Okay.
And so at the time it had been about a year and a half, 2 years. He played the game. We're getting close to 4 years
Yeah.
for him. So he couldn't balance it out like I could. So we were doing well, and we were scrimming, and we were winning some scrims. We were losing scrims. We were going even. We were progressing, and that's the stage we wanted to be at. And when this is the part of the story where I got to when we lost our first scrim. I came down to earth and went, I'm not the best player on this console. When we lost our very first scrim. No, it was against the French team.
Oh shit! Yeah, no, the French team.
I played the best.
Don't
Don't get me wrong. I played the best on our team that game. I'll
Yeah,
never
no,
say
you
I didn't.
always play the best of our team.
But I didn't think I was the best player on the console anymore because I didn't think any of them were either. But if I was losing to them, I can't be. So I kind of got a wake up call, and then we've got these people. I'm playing solo. Aaron's playing in the jungle. You're playing mid. Eddie's playing support. Brandon's playing solo. Alan's a sub. Well, at this point, Alan leaves. Alan just goes, you know what? I don't want. I'm not playing Smite anymore. Sorry, pal. I'm leaving. Okay, no bother. We didn't need you anyway, really. Like, no offense, but like, it's not just saying not. We didn't need you because you're bad. We didn't need you because we all showed up.
Yeah, also the fact that Alan wasn't training at all.
Yeah, no, it's because we didn't need him to, because we all just showed up.
Yeah, no, that was like the point. Because we all showed up, Alan wasn't getting any training.
Yeah, so you just kind of left. So Alan's gone. It's just the five of us. Now, into the interesting parts of the story. Season 3 is drawing to a close. We're probably about October, November, I'd probably like to say. And I turn up round and say to everyone, I don't want to play anymore.
When that kicked in, our hearts all broke. Our hearts all broke at that point, I will admit.
I turned around and went, I'm not into the game anymore. You know, after... I'm giving you to this day, after that I'm leaving. And so, we got to the date and I left. And Brandon also left. Which made no fucking sense. Like, Brandon would just, like, go on a fucking yo-yo and leave. I'm not even going to mention the whole things that happened with the girlfriend situation back then.
Please, just don't. Don't mention the
no,
girlfriends.
no. I'm not going to mention the whole situation. I'm just going to skip that part. But, you know, he was just on a bloody yo-yo at this point.
And then his final excuse was, the only reason why he was there was because you're there. If you're not there, he won't be able to stand Aaron.
So, I line you up 2 players, and they give you the choice of one of them, because you were getting it from an Xbox team, and they only wanted to let you have one. You had the choice of Jojo or Jay.
But before that, who was the captain when you left?
Oh, you.
You haven't mentioned that part.
You were the captain, Chris. I was still the owner of the name of the team. I still owned the team.
And you were the manager, obviously.
Yeah, I did, but I didn't. You know, I wasn't a coach. I just like managed the team. I didn't come into the coaching role till later on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I lined you up 2 players. I made a deal. You had Jojo or Jay. You took Jay, just because the fact that solo laners are hard to find. Like good ones, good solo laners. They were hard to find at the time.
Yeah. That is very true. They were really hard to find.
The minute you get Jay, Brandon texts you going, "Can I come back?"
That. Oh, are we gonna start mentioning the reasons why that happened?
Hashtag apparently I'm Jay.
And?
Well, no, like, I know the rumors are there. Everyone knows the rumors are there.
Yeah.
Hashtag I'm everybody. Hashtag I'm Chris.
Oh no!
Get it trending. Hashtag I'm PewFace01. Get it trending. Get it trending.
Why are you playing shit so unusual then?
Oh, Luke's in the chat as well, man. Harsh.
Oh, Luke knows we're friends.
Ish. Hashtag I'm DupeJans. I'm Yanis. Hashtag. Trending worldwide.
Your support's gotten better, Jack.
Worldwide / SWC 2018 coming our way.
You did hear that, did you?
Hashtag DreamHack Valencia champion. Hashtag Chris sucks at this game. Hashtag Luke's the best jungler on the console. Hashtag
wow.
Hashtag welcome to the chat, Eddie. Hashtag I'm Eddie. King, slash hashtag I'm Slipper Slapper Gaming, hashtag I'm the owner of my Kepri as well. Get it trending, boys.
Fucking
Get
hell.
it trending worldwide.
Oh, it's too
Um,
many hashtags. Don't forget the like
hashtag
the
Brandon's the best.
old.
Hashtag Brandon's the best ADC to ever touch a PS4.
Ugh. That one's going straight in the bin.
Sorry, I couldn't keep that one up.
Or should we flush it down the toilet?
I
Whichever
can't.
one you
I
want.
can't keep that one. That one's just a lie. Right. Okay. So hashtag I've been here for 40 minutes and I haven't had a YouTube channel. Yeah, Eddie. Hashtag I'm just Matt Gaming as well. Hashtag I'm
Oh,
Alan.
God.
Hashtag I'm Alan Barr as well. Hashtag I'm Neepface. Hashtag I'm every Smite player on PS4.
Hashtag also every player on Xbox One.
Yeah. Hashtag every player on PC. Hashtag I'm playing myself at Worlds.
Hashtag you're also commentating them.
Yeah. Hashtag I'm also the only person in the crowd.
Hashtag you're the one paying yourself the money when you win.
Hashtag I own Hi-Res Studios. Right, okay, stop the hashtags now. Let's get back to it. Where were we at?
Hashtag carry on.
Brandon comes back. Brandon comes back because you pick up Jay. Like, makes zero fucking sense. Okay, I'll do one more hashtag. Hashtag Pewface. Great channel. Check it out. There you go, Luca. Sold out for you. Fuck. So shut the fuck up now. Right. Okay. So Brandon comes back for Jay when Jay comes in, and obviously I don't know much about this. You did well. I'm just gonna say you did well because you did. You didn't. You basically made a new meta where you got stomped in the early game and still somehow won the game. Made no fucking sense. I don't get it. It still makes zero sense to me how you can be like.
It's quite funny though.
How you can be like
There were some
20k.
games,
No,
like-
but you could be like 20k gold down and still fucking win the game somehow. Like, logic. What's
Like,
the
there
point?
were games where none of us even, like, apart from Jay, none of us even properly looked like we were trying until, like, mid-game and we still end up winning. Oh.
Because you just won every team fight, even when you were like, yeah, like I said, 20k gold down, you still won the team fight. Like, yeah, we're just gonna win this team fight anyway. And this was the point where I'm gonna say it because Eddie San, he's my Eddie San, and I'm his Jackie Kun. He got better. He did. He really got better with Jay. Jay really helped him out a lot. I don't know if he'll admit it. I don't know whether people will think it. I do. I think Jay was the main reason of Eddie's improvement. Because of the fact that...
Until obviously that 1v1 league when you taught him the warrior meta.
No. That wasn't his improvement. Like, because you can be good at 1v1s, but that 1v1s doesn't make you good at support.
True.
Jay was a big reason for Eddie getting better, and like, just because Jay and Eddie they got along well, they had good chemistry. They both right now live in Germany. They didn't at the time, but they now do. Both do. And Jay just allowed Eddie to play that kind of like free role because Jay filled in where Eddie made mistakes. Like Eddie would have a lapse in the concentration and dive the backline with Aaron. Jay would stick back and protect you and Brandon.
Yeah.
Jay just kind of
and then still like get all the kills.
Yeah, it made no fucking sense. Jay was like fucking 20-1 on a tier. Like, it made no sense. Like, you're a solo laner, you're meant to die on the front line, not get every kill.
And still survive with 1 HP after getting like ADC's pentakills.
Or I'm pretty sure this clip's on YouTube actually. 1v4, be at 0 health, tier heal cleave, and go back to full health. Yeah. Smite balanced. It's a balanced game. Very balanced game.
Yeah. Tier was very balanced back then, wasn't it?
Yeah. So I came back. What happened then? What happened after I came back? Well, no. I'm skipping parts here. I should actually get. Oh yeah, I came to coach. Not really anything to talk about that.
Wait, we're skipping a part. Wait,
What
are
do you
we
mean?
skipping a part?
Oh yeah, 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 no, we are. Sorry. Brandon left again.
I think there was another part we were skipping, but I don't know.
No, Brandon left again. Because Aaron called him a liar. Like logic.
Which was true.
Yeah, because he had lied. Apparently, I don't know. I wasn't there, but everyone said
I
Brandon
think
had
I
lied.
remember the whole lie as well. He said that he had no internet for a week, or he wasn't going to be playing the game for a week because he had revising. And I showed the team proof that Brandon was going on Steam, playing games, and saying he couldn't be asked coming on Smite because he was bored.
Yeah, so logic. Hashtag logic.
Because at
Um,
that point, he was constantly lying about that hand thing, like saying he can only play for 5 minutes.
um, right. So yeah, after that finishes, so yeah, Brandon's gone. Hashtag shout outs to that. Um, Luke comes into the team. Okay. Um, that happens. That stuff happens. I'm nothing to do with that now. Um, I wanted to come back and play. I was interested in playing again. And you guys went, you know what? Bye bye, Jay. Jack's coming back because you kicked a better player for me. Like what?
I'm still gonna admit this, yeah?
Yeah.
I loved playing with you, Jack, but that was still a big regret.
That decision made no sense. Like I kind of get why everyone did it. Luke did it because Jay had tried to leave for a better team. That's why Luke wanted him gone. And then
I still think I was the only one who even said I wanted Jay
yeah,
over
yeah, you were.
you, and I
You were. No,
probably
I said it as well.
was. Yeah,
I
no,
said
you said it as well, obviously, but from who was in the team at the point,
yeah.
I was the only one.
I got Eddie's reason. Eddie wanted to get out of support, and getting rid of Jay would have meant he would go to solo. I get that. Aaron wanted to play with me, his best friend. I get that. It's still mistakes. You know?
Yeah, I want to play with you. You were one of my best friends at the time. You're like a brother to me. But I still chose Jay because business, like you taught me.
It's a business. You gotta treat it like a business. But so we're gonna move on. I come back. I'm not playing solo lane. I turn around and go, I'm not playing fucking solo lane. Everyone just goes, well, we're fucked. So we just kicked Jay. So what the fuck do we do? So yeah, so obviously Eddie goes solo lane. I told him if I was coming back, I would play solo. He was the only person that knew about it at the time. So Eddie goes solo lane, and everyone tries to put me in support, and I turn around and go, I'm not fucking playing support. So everyone turns around and goes, well, now what do we do? Jack's not playing solo, he's not playing support, so where the fuck can we put him? Jungle? I'm not playing jungle. Where are we putting you? Luke, you're going ADC. I'm going ADC now. Okay. Jack's spoken.
Haven't we skipped like a whole part of me
Nope.
going to jungle for a bit?
Nope, that's not happened yet.
Okay.
That didn't happen until later on season 4.
Oh shit, yeah, you're right.
So I'm now jungle. Oh no, jungle. I'm ADC, and Luke's support. That lasted a whole 2 days.
Not even a day. We played the same day where he went support a couple games, and the next day he said he doesn't want to do it.
So Luke leaves. Bye bye, Luke. You were sorely missed. And then
Eddie also left,
a
I
light.
think.
No, a light in the darkness. Yanis. I saw Yanis in the distance, beckoning me towards him. You know, the me and Yanis duo lane, the duo lane of dreams, best duo lane to ever be seen on Smite. So yeah, we got Yanis, and I was happy. I was actually happy with the team until one day, me and Aaron queued casuals. Well, sorry, let me rephrase that. This is the part where you swap roles. You go to jungle, Aaron goes to mid because Aaron's hating playing jungle now, and you were getting bored playing mid, so you just swapped over. And you kind of like playing Guardians in the jungle. You only played Athena and Ymir, like seriously shallow god pool much. And
No, I also played Thor and Nemesis. You can't get me
sorry, you played 4 gods.
But I did learn other gods. I at least had 8 gods. 4 that were really good, but I was learning the rest.
Yeah, what's the saying? Aaron went to mid. We did well. Yeah, we did really good. You left one game in the middle of one game. We were losing when you left, and when you came back, you were like, "So how badly did you lose?" Chris, we won the game. You know, we still never lost the whole. Yeah, we could lose, like we get thrashed in the early game, but we'll still win. You know, just kind of happens. Kind of still win.
I had to leave because of dinner as well. It was so sad.
So yeah, so we won. We won. Happy days. Until me and Aaron decide, you know what, we're gonna keep casuals, and we run into Luke, Eddie, and Alan Barr in a casual game.
Ooh.
Aaron, well, we had noobs on my team. They had pros. They had people who actually called roles. You know, we had people insta locking three other mages after Aaron's already locked in and called mid.
Yep.
So
I was like at this point I know like I was online waiting for a party invite because we were all waiting to do training.
so no, so I'm playing the only physical god. I'm playing Medusa ADC. That's normal. Aaron got forced into playing Nox support, which is now meta. That's decent now. But back then, you kind of got shunned if you did that. You kind of got like a weird look. Like, the fuck are you trying to do? Like,
Did you
seriously.
give him a weird look though?
No, because I knew what was happening. I was in the party. I understood what was going on.
I know. I
And
was
then,
joking.
and then, you know, we won the game. Somehow we won the game because I decided, you know what, I'm just going to wreck everybody. You know, I'm just going to turn around and get a four-man Medusa ult at back camps. You know, that stuff just happened.
You're forgetting one thing though.
Yeah?
Luke did kill you.
Yeah, Luke soloed me once. Yeah.
Just had to announce that for Luke.
Yeah, I soloed him 4 times. So, happy days.
The argument carries on.
You know, me and Luke have come to terms that I'm a better ADC.
But at the time, killing you once was enough to get dignity. Realize that, Jack.
No, it wasn't, because he still lost the game. That doesn't get you dignity when you lose.
Yeah, no, true.
The matter of the fact is, so we won the game, and when you win against your friends, you kind of like you're allowed to kind of brag a bit. You kind of like to boast about it a bit. Yeah, people didn't take too kindly to that. You know, caused a massive argument.
Are you gonna announce any names?
No. I know. It kind of caused a massive argument. You know, people said things they shouldn't have said. People were out of line with things on both sides of the argument, and the team disbanded. Completely disbanded.
Well.
So I went and played. Me, Eddie, and Yanis went one way, and you and Aaron went another way.
So not a complete disbandment. As
No, but
three
you know,
people from the same team went one way.
but you're gonna hear about this now. Me going one way with them didn't last very long. Me and Eddie have talked about this, and Eddie admits I got screwed over on that team. I got screwed over.
Yeah.
Like, royally screwed over. I got kicked for an unfair reason that another player was suffering. I'm gonna talk about this. Eddie, I hope you're okay with this. If you're not, post in the chat and I'll stop talking about it. I got screwed over because I had to take a couple of weeks break. I think it was like a 3 to 4 week break. Because of my job, it was getting intense. I couldn't train. I couldn't commit to training, but neither could another player, Neatface. He couldn't commit to training either. And
What role was he?
he was mid, I was ADC. Both of us couldn't commit to training for the same. But he couldn't commit to training for longer though. He was like, he had to take like a month and a half off. I had to take just under a month off.
Okay.
Near the end of that month, I got kicked. I got kicked off the team for not being able to make training. You know, they needed people to commit. Basically, what had happened is Alan wanted Matt on the team, but he didn't want to kick Callum, well, who's Neatface, and Eddie kind of got overruled by Neatface and Alan. I'm not blaming Alan. I'm kind of salty still about it. I'll always admit I'm kind of salty. Not that I got kicked, it's just the reasoning behind it and the fact it was over text, and they kind of left Eddie to do it under shit circumstances. And I got replaced by a
Just out of
dickhead.
curiosity,
Yeah,
is how to smite Janice.
yeah. I
Okay.
know. I kind of got replaced by a dickhead.
Yeah.
So basically, the only person on that team who didn't get a saying on if I was kicked was Giannis.
Okay.
So, yeah, Giannis, I'm finishing up. I'll be there soon. Trust me, man. Just cue a conquest game without me, Giannis.
Finishing up, we still have a shit ton of questions to go.
Well, no, but I'm gonna I'm gonna speed through those. Just cue a conquest without me. So where was I? So I got kicked. I got replaced with a dickhead. I know, but I didn't think I'd take so long in explaining this, Giannis. So please, I had a longer story than I thought I did.
And we haven't got to like the ending yet.
Oh, I'm
Still
near the
got
ending. We're near the ending. We're near the ending. So, I jumped. So obviously I got kicked, and I went and started coaching your and Aaron's team, which at the time was
Yeah.
UADC, Remco support, Aaron mid, Dean in the jungle, and Tyson the solo lane. Now, I came in, and Dean went to coach just after a couple of days, and I went to ADC. You went to back to jungle, and Aaron went to mid.
Yeah.
Then you and Aaron went back to swapsies to mid to jungle. So you went back to mid, he went back to jungle. Right?
I don't even remember the reason why now.
Just because he thought you were better at mid.
Oh, yeah, no, I remember. It's because we I think it was just after scrimming Eddie's team.
Wait. Do
And-
a 2v2 or something, Giannis. Do a couple of 2v2s. I'll be. What time is it? I'll be 15 minutes.
7:14.
I'll give myself 15 minutes. If I'm not there in 15 minutes, if I'm not finished in 15 minutes, we'll just cut it off. So let's go.
I'll finish it off like tomorrow if you want.
No, just finish it off later. Like, I'll just do a
Okay.
part 2 later on. Yeah, we do, Eddie. So carry on with this thing. What was I gonna say? So, where was I?
You joined our team.
Yeah.
Me and Aaron swapped roles again.
Yeah. Aaron started
Screaming
to
Eddie's team.
yeah. Aaron started to become a shit captain. He
Yeah.
wasn't talking, wasn't really communicating with the team.
Wasn't coming to training.
Yeah, that sort of thing. That sort of thing. Yeah. Well.
It's how everyone's raiding scrims. I haven't even gone for dinner yet, and I have to make it myself.
Go for dinner after scrims.
Are you staying on after scrims?
Yeah, I'm staying on after scrims.
After scrims, I mean.
After scrims, yeah, I'll stay on.
Okay, go. Carry on.
So, what was it? So yeah, so I took the executive decision of Aaron. I'm taking over this team.
We had the talk about it, if I remember rightly.
Not yet. I phoned you up afterwards to let you know that I'd taken over the team and all of my plans.
Yeah.
I wanted to entirely tear down this team and start fresh.
Yeah.
So, this was my dream team. Me, Giannis, you, Luke, Tice. And I got that team.
I will be honest though, at this point, yeah. Like, I think at this point I was somewhat confused at the team layout. I understood the Yanis, yeah. And I understood Tice was good at solo lane, yeah. But at no point did I understand like Luke was great ADC and all that. I never knew he could play jungle at this point, yeah. So obviously I didn't know about that choice. And at some points I was thinking, you constantly spoke about how good Eddie was, and I got confused why you didn't invite Eddie to the team. So this
Well,
was like my reasoning for it.
this was the part where, like, I think I generally am good at understanding politics behind things of how to get what you want. And the best way of, like, getting the best out of a shit situation.
Hmm.
Obviously I wasn't going to get star players. I wasn't going to get the best players on the console. I wasn't going to get that. I wanted the players I wanted. And the player I wanted the most was Giannis. So how was I going to get Giannis to come off a good team? It was a good
You asked
team.
him.
Toxic Jungle was a no. Toxic Jungle is a good team. It was a good team at the time. How was I going to get him to come and give this team a try? How was I going to get him to leave a good team to come give this a try? Tice, his in real life, one of his in real life best friends. That's a start. Luke, someone
Yeah.
he likes, he's a good friend with. That's a start. Me, the person he loves playing with. That's another one. It was just you that the part that wasn't like part of the plans to get Giannis. You were in the main plans of the team.
I was a black sheep.
No, you were just
For Yana.
you were just someone I wanted. But I wanted Tyson Luke, but there was reasons behind them, and I also saw potential. So, yeah, Tice, I am
Tice,
talking
you
about
talking
you.
about me?
I am talking about you, Tice. Tice, love you, Tice. Best
Peters.
hashtag best solo laner on PlayStation. Yeah.
No.
Right. Okay. Move on now. That team's been
Okay.
made. Shit goes down. I'm just gonna skim over this part. Shit goes down. We kick you. You go to Brand's team. We get Lucas. Shit happens. We go undefeated for so long.
We lose Brandon.
Hashtag we're good. Hashtag still the same team. Hashtag let's move on. Next question, please.
Next question is obviously, what is your favorite teammate that you've had so far?
Ever? Giannis. Giannis, definitely Giannis.
Understandable.
Just because of the fact that me and him, I get him. Like, me and him can talk about stuff, and we'll be honest with each other. We'll give each other honest opinions on answers. We can argue, like, about stuff, but not fall out in the middle of the argument. Like, it's like kind of like a debate. It's not an argument.
Okay.
We just really we work well together. We win matchups we shouldn't.
Your least favorite teammate now?
Neat face, Cameron from Toxic Jungle, easy.
Okay.
Just
Easy.
because of the fact that I'm still salty about the fact that he had the same reason, didn't get kicked. He was one of the people that actually wanted me off the team. We never saw eye to eye, and I hated how like cocky he was.
Okay. Favorite person to play with, and I think I know the answer to this one
Let's
already.
play against. Let's play against.
Oh no, there was two. Favorite person to play with, and then
No,
you even.
no,
Oh
no.
no, least favorite. Yeah, favorite person to play against.
Um. Hmm. Jay.
Oh.
Uh.
Oh.
Me and Jake. I just enjoy playing against Jay. I've played against him in scrims on Xbox. I've played against him in just
1v1.
random casuals ranked. I played against him on Xbox. I played against him 1v1 on PlayStation. Man, it's just me and him always bring out the best in each other.
Least favorite person to play with or play against.
I'd probably say, Aaron, because of the fact
Okay.
that you're either gonna beat him or you're gonna have a tough game and he's gonna BM the fuck out of you all game. You don't really want to hear that.
True. Now for the obvious answer question, favorite god.
Apollo.
Least favorite.
Ooh, least favorite god. AMC.
Okay. Favorite skin.
Favorite skin is probably Dragon Knight Apollo. Dragon Knight Alquang, sorry. Dragon Knight Alquang, sorry.
Least favorite skin.
Least favorite skin is Jokey Loki. I hate the laugh. I fucking hate it.
Oh, I honestly thought you would say that Bumblebee Cupid because of me and the laugh, but okay. Favorite change that's happened on Smite so far?
The 30-second buff timers.
Okay. Least favorite change so far?
Right, okay. This is going back a bit. This is before, like, any of my guest time of Smite. In the changes between Season 1 and Season 2, they nerfed every Hunter's clear. And I played ADC at the time.
Ooh.
Basically, Hunters in Season 1, they could insta-clear waves because of the fact that their abilities would do damage to every minion, right? I'm not sure if this is still a thing. I'm not sure, but I know at this point in the time, they changed it so where, say if you hit every minion in the wave, it would do less damage to each minion you've hit.
Okay.
I hated it. I couldn't stand it. But because that's when Shablanque and Cupid were the best two hunters in the game, and I fucking couldn't stand it.
Okay. If you were like a creator of Smite, or you were doing the changes and all of that, what are the two things you'd buff and one thing you'd nerf about the game?
Right, okay. One thing I'd buff is I'd buff Devo's gloves because I'm like one of the only people that build that for some reason. I would turn it down to 60 stacks you need instead of 75, which but increasing the physical power as well for the stacks you get.
Okay.
So you know, hashtag Devo gloves OP. I'd also buff. I'm gonna buff Apollo, give Apollo some love. I'm gonna buff Apollo's his mez, so to put it back up to sit when you mez a target, you get 60 physical protections and 60 magical protections.
Okay.
My nerf is I'd nerf who's the bane to every hunter's existence, which solo lane is OP as fuck. I'd nerf Osiris. So when he gets hit by a hunter, he takes the damage. All his protections are just ignored. There we go.
Is there any competitive move you've made so far in your competitive life that you regret?
Yeah, there is. I regret, which I'm trying to decide which one I regret more. It's either the one that the game went to Worlds, or letting you guys kick Jay. I'm gonna say the game with me not getting Robert and Scott's nerves together, helping them out at LAN, which cost me a chance at Worlds. I'm gonna say that was. That's my
I will be
biggest
honest,
regret.
that sounds like a bigger regret than the J1. The J1 obviously was a regret for the whole team, yeah, in a way. There are upsides but a lot of downsides to it, but we didn't have a chance at Worlds at that point where you guys did.
Okay, next question.
And obviously after your regret, would there be any advice for like newbie players or people trying to go to Worlds that you can give?
Try to go to Worlds is if they're trying to start a team, wouldn't they be just try and get into the competitive scene? So,
Yeah,
my tip for them would be is, you're not going to be the best start. Your team's not going to be the best start off with. Grind together, grow together. You get better together. Look at me, Eddie, Chris, and Aaron. Like, obviously we're not talking now. None of us really talk to Aaron now. I talk to him still, but Eddie and Chris don't. We all grew together.
I still talk to him a tiny bit.
We grew together. Eddie got a lot better over the time playing with a team that wasn't the best. Chris got a lot better. I'd say Chris will say it as well. Chris got worse playing with a better team. Because you're kind of relying on them. You rely on them to just carry you more. If you're playing with a team you know is not the best, you're going to put in more effort. Because you're going to want to make this team work. So just get a group of friends together, start it up, get it going. It doesn't matter if you're good or not. Just grind it out, get better yourself, and when you think you're at the stage you're good enough, then go for a better team. But
Okay.
always remind your friends, this is a business. Do not take any decision personally. You've got to separate friendship to your business choices.
Because obviously, if you don't say that, there could be points where friendships could have a little bumpy
Yes.
season.
Yes.
So, last thing, is there any shout outs you want to make?
Hashtag shout out to Slurp Nation. Hashtag shout outs to Yanis. Shout outs to Tice. Shout out to Lucas. Shout out to Luke. Shout out to Eddie. Shout out to Dean. Shout out to Chrissykin. Shout out to Daisykins. Shout out to Michael. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Robert. And shout out to Randy. Later, guys, I'm off to play in my training sessions with Scrimming today.
Well, that's all we have for today. Thank you for obviously being with us today, Jack. And obviously, you will be able to say who's going to be on this show next.
Actually, it's Eddie. It's either going to be Eddie next week, or we will be having a different host. It will be Brandon will be hosting somebody next week. I'm not sure. I'm trying to work out the details still. I hopefully will be Eddie on the show next week.
Well, you have that to look forward to, guys. Hope you guys have a nice time, and peace out. Anything else you want to say before we go, Jack?
Laters.